Welcome everyone, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have two union reads for you. One was from yesterday and the other one I did just before midnight last night for today. And we're going to get you both reads. They're really both so beautiful. Just a little bit of clearing. Take a deep breath. Dolphin sounds has been coming up a lot this week too, so you might want to listen to some dolphin sounds to relax yourself. So this first read that I did yesterday is this read here. Okay, so take a snapshot of it so you can look at it while I'm reading it. And then the second read is in front of you, but I'll also show you the close-up of that one. This is the read from just before midnight last night. Okay. So this first read from yesterday, which was 5-8, which was dealing with the 8 and the strength energy and the 17 of the star, shining your light, healing, being strong, inner strength, manifesting your dreams. The read was done at 1:18 to 19 yesterday, which is the sun and the moon, 18 and 19, and the magician, making the sun and the moon, and all your dreams come true. Okay, so the union energy yesterday with the underlying energies being the 4 of Pentacles, which is the Divine Masculine's heart in the Bat Cave in the SIRIAN STARSEED deck, which I'm using here. The Divine Masculine's heart, and the center energy was the King of Cups. Okay, so the center energy here and the underlying energy, this is the left is the feminine, the right is the masculine, the center is the bridge. This is the summary card over here. This is the feminine energy coming in, the masculine energy going out. 3D, 4D, and then 5D at the top. So we have the Divine Masculine's heart, and then in the center, the King of Cups, unconditional love. His heart, unconditionally yours, warm and moderate. The underlying Divine Feminine energy coming in was abundance, reflection, and the Hanging Man. Abundance is like the Empress card, and reflection is like the Hermit. So the right masculine arm was out, faceless and to the point for abundance. Reflection, faceless also, but with light on the imp in the vines, the little boy, immature but playful, energy. An open heart of the Empress can easily be taken advantage of by impish boys who amuse her. Before opening up fully, shed light and be wise, see new perspectives, don't jump the gun, be clear and to the point in communications, and clear anger issues of others, taking advantage of you, manipulation, tricksters, all about money and practicality as opposed to love. The loving mother and nature, and the wise father who reflects. And the hangman with new perspectives. So you see this trinity vibration that's coming up here. But the hangman with new perspectives all over the place, transmuting the anger of the collective right now. The 3D is the Ace of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles here. The Divine Feminine, strong flame, igniting new desires as the Emperor feeds her flame with wood and metal and claws, robotics, AI. Make sure to distinguish the Divine Masculine with the Queen of Pentacles being practical in nature as resources are dwindling, keeping a stiff upper lip. Bridge the 3D by passing downloads, codes, and messages from the Divine Masculine's emotional fulfillment or family, his emotional family, to the Divine Feminine's flame. The Emperor trying to block them perhaps, making the claw, quote unquote, or AI look like a flame. Logical intelligence, giving the Divine Feminine a false hand. The 4D is the Emperor, which is reason in this deck, the King of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. The Divine Feminine with the Emperor and reason. For Santa, giving a dog a bone, lighting the Divine Feminine 3D fire with robotic hand, claw, perhaps salad tongs, preparing a dinner, offering things that take a long time to burn out at intense heat, or in other words, a slow burn. The Divine Masculine with happy family and emotional fulfillment, bridging by the King of Cups or unconditional love, the fourth eye, reflection. The toroidal field, clearing the third eye with that crack in the voice, right? Where your voice cracks. And I showed you that to do that right at the crack in your voice to exercise your third eye. And fourth eye coming up here. The 5D is the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. The Divine Feminine working with crystals. And the Divine Masculine, Nine of Cups, satisfied with 6 rays in 5D, and perhaps an Asian server or something from Thailand, or bartender in a palace or stone room. Bridge the 5D by the King of Swords, which is that 51 of the King of Swords, the truth and integrity, also stonework and service work, mastering your thoughts and words in 5D. And that was at 207, which is the High Priestess in the Chariot. The Divine Feminine with new passion to the Emperor giving back a little, perhaps the Emperor giving back a little, perhaps feeling burned with crystal work over his head or unaware that it's being done, perhaps spell work on crystals leading up to his house. The Divine Masculine here is the Queen of Pentacles pissing away money to find emotional fulfillment in the 4D, but satisfied alone in 5D and him getting his wish there. Perhaps the Divine Masculine feels the King of Cups is blocking his way to send downloads, having to bypass the King of Cups via his emotional fulfillment or immediate family or emotional family, lifting him up to the top spot or as top dog, the flyer spot, getting all the light or attention or accolades as the 3D Queen of Pentacles with the Divine Masculine is not happy about it. Perhaps him getting all the attention. The outgoing Divine Masculine energy here is the Chariot, the Page of Pentacles, and the Star. Bearing right in the road, so being at the Y in the road, but bearing right with 3 white horses at that Y in the road, covering up 2 with his psychic abilities and exploring what's new. Doing a little more than half the dance, the Eastern religions, Durga perhaps, studying Egypt, Tut, and constellations, and how to be a conduit healer with light, love, and sound. The summary here is dolphin breathing and truth that lies just below the surface, and plumb, square, perpendicular, just the right angle, by gravitational pull, playing ball without touching it. The 4 of Pentacles is the Divine Masculine's warm heart, going to the middle of the read of the King of Cups, love, and then ending up with truth and integrity and taking a breath and holding their breath under the water as long as you can to go deeper and deeper, dig deeper. The Empress to Chariot and Hermit or Reflection to Seeker of Crystals or Pentacles. And then the Hangman to the Star with the right angle of the Mother's Love to the Cha-Cha or the dance, both halves dancing together. The Hermit with the light to the Page of Pentacles, inspired by manifestation abilities and hanging out, being the star that you are, transmuting anger, right knee blocks and the back of thighs, massaging, focus and bringing energy through to there from music of the spheres and dolphin sounds. So here's that dolphin sounds coming up again. So the grid of numbers for this read added up to 40, which is the Page of Cups, innocent love, beautiful. And the horizontal lines were 22, 10, and 8, which is the Fool, the Wheel, and the Strength card. So free to leap and destined to be strong. And the vertical grid came out to the Emperor, the Hermit, and the Chariot with the Sun and the Magician. So the Emperor and the Hermit, which also can be Aries and Virgo energies, riding into the Sun to manifest magic. So really beautiful, especially with the 40 and the Page of Cups, which is that Jesus energy as well, but it's that innocent love. So going into the second read from last night, it was actually done at 10:30 for today, and that's the one in front of you. So again, here's the energy for the one in front of you. All right, so we have the underlying energy of the Karma card up top there, the center energy of the Two of Cups, and then going out at the end with the Queen of Cups. So this one was especially beautiful to me. The union energy with the karma underneath that card, which you see I have it standing up right now in front of you. So you have the karma standing up behind the love sign, and then the Queen of Cups, she's at the end. And in this SIRIAN Starseed deck, that karma is all about the lotus opening up, and there's so much water in that picture. It's very much about emotions. And I wanted to show you these 3 cards were actually underneath that underlying energy. The Page of Cups, which we just talked about, the 10 of Cups, which also came up on the masculine side for that read, and then the Knight of Cups. And this can be 2 children and emotional fulfillment as well underneath that karma or judgment card, all right, coming up on the feminine side. This is so beautiful. So just all the most beautiful emotions over here coming up under your third eye and crown to come out and connect. So again, the karma is the underlying energy at 10:30. 10:30 is the 10 of the Wheel of Fortune, 30 of the Union. And this is going into the 9th today, which then today adds up to the 18, or the Moon. So we have the Hermit and the Moon today. So it's a little bit more moody today, right? Not everything is completely clear, and there's more isolation of going within. So the underlying energy of karma to the 2 of Cups in the middle, that bond or fusion of the twins, and the final judgment of the 2 of Cups. And by the way, the movie I watched last night was called Roped. The underlying divine feminine energy here is the 4 of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, and the King of Swords, which you see over here on this side, the feminine energy coming in. Home, union, working with crystals, perhaps picking out the perfect crystal, and taking the twin flame up to the next level. Perhaps something you were watching you wanted to get was actually, the offer you wanted to make was accepted. The King of Swords, connecting perhaps also the truth and integrity, home, charging crystals with the King of Swords, and then 2 of 4, 4 of 8, so again this half energy is coming up, 2 of 4, 4 of 8, and 8 of the Master of Orbs, which is the King of Swords, the Master of the Gate I was just getting, because the masculines are the gatekeepers of the 3D, the feminines the gatekeepers of the 5D. It's like holding that 3D gate open for everyone to come through. So 2 of 4, 4 of 8, 8 of the Master of Orbs, Master of the Gate, the dance of the King of Swords, which is all about mastering your thoughts and words. The 3D here is the Knight of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, and Ascension cards here. So we have the 3D here. And this can, this is the Knight of Wands. That can be a proposal in this card. It also can be an offer of help, money, or time. It can be just moving on. And the masculine side here is the Ascension card of the World, having a grip on the world in their right hand, and then in the middle here, bridging by rising above the drama. So the Divine Feminine proposal for crystal, the Divine Masculine Ascension to the world in right hand, and bridging the two by rising to tango above the Middle East drama, or 2 feisty teens perhaps, one with the world and one with the flame, and both belly dancers perhaps, and the Divine Feminine with a cool crystal upping the ante. The 4D here is the 2 of Wands, the 2 of Cups, and the Chariot. Okay, across the 4D, 2 of Flames, 2 of Cups, and the Chariot, which is beautiful. This is like the twin flames in their bond coming together, ascending in the Chariot in the 4D. The Divine Feminine twin flames and the Divine Masculine ascending fast, straight ahead and up, bridging the two by the 2 of Cups bond or fusion. And there's the characters here can also represent kids involved in the masculine and the feminine side. And I want to point out too here, see how there's only 2 flames showing in this union, 4 flames card, and that matches the 2 flames over here. And then we have the 2 of Cups here, which matches the 2 cups showing over here, which was really cool. And then we also have that dolphin energy here of the just lying just beneath the surface, the dolphin about to pounce with this ball on the surface here. And then we have the 6 of Swords here with the dolphin just diving underneath the water to go to this position. It was really cool. Is there something else I wanted to point out? And also coming out the 2 of Cups here showing, and then the 7 of Cups card here, which is basically like the stairway to heaven. But you see those two cups starting out together and then climbing the stairs together. So some really beautiful energies coming up there. So in the 5D here, we have the Nine of Cups, that Ace of Swords, and then the Justice card at the top here. The Divine Feminine satisfied with 6 rays, 1 sun, and 9 cups. And the 144 was coming up, and you notice 9 times 16 equals 144, and there were 9 rays, 1 sun, and 9 cups, 1 sun, and 6 rays attached to that. The 9 times 16 equals 144. It was really cool coming up there. The Divine Masculine with blind justice, truth and balance, and the 2 bridged by the truth just below the surface under the plum. The Divine Feminine proposal to choose path of self-satisfaction. The Divine Masculine ascension boldly where no man has gone before to justice, truth, and balance. The bridge between them rising above the 3D drama to the 4D fusion and the 5D surprise, hiding and ready to pounce. The outgoing Divine Masculine energy of the 3 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, and the 7 of Chalices or Cups is 2/3 reunion with the dolphin going under to hold their breath, taking 2 + 7 steps to meet her at 9 in 5D, rising to the occasion of justice, taking our 2 cups to the next level, saving the 3rd cup for later. The summary is the Queen of Cups. The King of Swords on the feminine side, the Queen of Cups on his side. The 4 of Wands to the 3 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles to the 6 of Swords, and the King of Swords to the 7 of Cups on the masculine side. Home celebrating crystals, perhaps from Florida and dolphin sounds, Metatron's cube, and the King of Swords with 9 steps before him, picking up 2 cups on the way via Florida was coming up again, and the 7 others collecting on the way up. So the grid of numbers here added up to 49, which is the Get Your Wish card. That's actually in the read. The horizontal lines were 10, 4, and 35, which is the Wheel, the Emperor, and the 9 of Wands, the Wounded Warrior. So the destined Emperor, Wounded Warrior, to get his wish, the 49. I was just getting warrior, so he may be more of a warrior than a warrior. And then the vertical lines were the Emperor's dance to justice is destined the Empress and the Lovers and the Chariot in getting their wish. So the Emperor dances through justice to be destined towards the Empress, Lovers, and ascending together in the Chariot to get their wish. So there's really beautiful energy here. And also the numbers were, the 91 was coming up for me as the central sun. It's the reflection of the 19 of the sun. The 22 of the Fool's Journey, and then walking away to the Chariot suddenly. So the masculine energy may walk away suddenly in his circumstance. Yep, so I'm going to pull an energy card for you guys. Just to sum everything up, what is your takeaway from this read today? So for everybody watching, for the best and highest good of all that is concerned, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn? Take another deep breath. Let's clear all negative energies, all dark energies, all viral energies across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities. Transmute, transform, transcend, and clear, and fill with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, what is the takeaway from these union reads for the collective? Door to value. Make sure you know what it is that you value. We have the 45 coming up too with the man holding a heart. We have the 31 of expansion, the 5 of Wands, conflict, games, expansion. How do you want to expand? What is your value? What do you value? And then the 45 is the 5 of Cups, the why in the road, but also the grief, loss, regret, guilt, and shame. And the man holding a heart. And then we have the 30. And there's the feminine, the garden and the gate, right? The 3D gate holder and the 5D gate holder. Don't be afraid to go outside, and don't be afraid to love. Okay? And both of you know what you value. This is such a perfect picture. It cracks me up. Okay? And then the underlying energy here is the community. So that's the Chariot. 7 is the Chariot. So the underlying energy is knowing that we're all a community. I'm getting children involved here as well. Beneath the community is, again, the throat chakra activating for the masculine especially, but both of them. 39 is the Knight of Cups, which came up in the underlying energy. And again, that can reference children. There can be masculine and feminine children that are involved. So the offer of love and the Chariot, that's time to ascend not just yourselves, but the family as well. And beneath that was carrying connections. So look at this. This is beautiful. This is the underlying energy. Door to Spirit, carrying connections, the Knight of Cups energy, and then bringing it to the community and family. This is Temperance, Patience and Balance, and 32 is the Journey. All right, really beautiful message. Okay, make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature, and rise and be loved, guys. Bye.